So I apologize if I don't sound my best. I just woke up and I checked my Twitter mentions. It's the first thing I do, kind of sad. But I checked my Twitter mentions. The first thing I see is people screaming at me that Green DML has been confirmed for global. So there's this video by the official Grand Cross channel. I'm not subbed in protest because they hit 100k subs before me. But let's give it a good watch.
Greetings, Knights, and welcome to the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. I'm your anchorman, Orden Airy, coming at you live from Britannia.
I love this guy. I love his name.
This is the Boarhat Headlines. The half-year celebration is in full swing, and let me tell you, the rewards are flowing. Be sure to stay tuned for all the exciting events going
Is this CM Gold?
on during the celebration. It feels like it was just yesterday that the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross was launched on a global scale, and we could
It does. It's been a few $1,000s.
not be more excited. Looking back, we saved the kingdom, had lots of laughs, met a ton of heroes, and have really got to know Meliodas and the gang. So,
Does anyone pay attention to story mode?
on behalf of everyone, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this epic journey. Most of all, we look forward to sharing more adventures and stories from across Britannia. So, don't turn that dial, the celebration is just getting started.
Good, I need content.
He dices, he splits himself into multiple copies using
He ruins the game!
sacred weapon, the one and only SSR.
I'm kidding, that's Elizabeth.
Boss Bane Meliodas. Whoa, is this guy sure powerful? You're not gonna want to miss this one, we promise you. He's the guy at the table that everyone wants to meet. No.
I thought I was gonna say something else. There's a guy at the table, everyone wants a piece of that ass.
Double Knights of Britannia, a new challenge seems
Oh, that's the one everyone at the table wants a piece of that ass.
Disaster Battle Lilia has arrived, and she should not be taken lightly. Prepare for a battle
I want a
of
piece of her
epic
ass.
proportions.
I'll tell my girlfriend.
Be sure that you're ready to adapt your strategy and team, because the challenges leading up to this intense battle will determine your opponent's attributes. Are you ready to take your
Yeah, I
Demon
just
Slayer
woke
to
up.
the next level? Well then,
Oh,
I have
Hell
a surprise for you.
Raids!
Hell mode boss battles are now available.
What a
on
surprise!
So,
I was
upgrade your
not
equipment and
expecting
put
at
on
all.
the best items in your closet, because these battles
Did you just tell me to get out of the closet?
are not for the faint of heart. Now, which demon battle is your favorite and why? Be sure to tell us in the comments below.
I changed the count so my thing is bugged. Wait, go back here. Wow. My favorite demon battle is Red Demon, cause he fat. Yeah.
Favorite and why? Be sure to tell us in the comments below. Next up, Noble Knights, we have a
Oh,
special
it's this guy.
It's time once again to join forces with your fellow knights.
Why they bring
Team
back
up to take on
Purinpu?
the Purinpu Conques.
In Japanese, he was called Puring, and Chuo just Poo.
The rewards will be worth the challenge, so be sure to work towards that
Wait.
high score. Hurry though, because this battle won't be around forever.
Did Global have
Up to 4
Purinpu?
players can participate in this challenge, and remember, the more knights in the battle, the higher the reward.
It did, right?
As the half anniversary continues, we still have
Yo, Green D Meliodas, let's go, PogChamp, yes, yeah. Whoa, we'll go back here.
plenty of surprises on the way. So, be sure
We
to
come
stay
back here in a
tuned
second.
If you want to discover the 6 new heroes that are making their way to Britannia in
Who
week
could
2
they
of this
be?
amazing celebration. Who are these mysterious heroes? Log in to find out.
Log in to find out to Grand Cross database and take a look at the names that could seem like them. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Here in Britannia, Chavi's here to share some events that will help you knights earn even
Wait.
more.
What did he call him?
is here to share some events. Log in to find out. Next up, another traveler has joined us here in Britannia. Chavi's here to
Chavis? Did he call him Chavis? His name is like Xavier.
share some events that
Chavis.
will help you guys earn even more rewards.
Hello there, fellow knights.
I'm Brazilian, right? And there's this show called El Chavo, and it's in translation it's called Chaves. I think that's funny.
Very excited.
It's such a specific joke. No, none of you are gonna get it.
We couldn't have arrived here without your help. So now, without further ado, it's time to share the half anniversary secret box. This week's code is Assassin. Now, be sure to log in. There are more surprises.
I'm so
waiting
happy
for
to
those
say
knights who can
assassin.
unlock all the codes throughout this momentous
Yay,
occasion.
a coin.
Now, before I go, please be sure to comment on this video in order to receive some extra special rewards in celebration of our half anniversary. Don't forget to leave your
but I already
player ID,
commented on the
username,
video.
and server information
You want me
in
to
order
spam?
receive those gifts.
Thanks for joining us, Chavi. We look forward to having you with us
Chavi.
again in the future. And that's all the news we have for today. Make sure you like this video and subscribe.
Chavi's such a less powerful name than Xavier. It's like this is Xavier. He's a badass. At night he becomes Chavi. Alright. He's like Haskiner. He's all buff and shit. Alright. Green the Emilio is confirmed. For half anniversary. It's not even it's not even like confirmed for the video. It's like he says like this is let me
As the half anniversary continues, we still have plenty of surprises on the way. So
yeah, as the half anniversary continues. So these are 4 half anniversary. All 6. They're really releasing all the last, you know, seasonal characters for half anniversary. That's pretty neat. Although, are they? Ooh, they could make them all in one banner. Past banner, sure. So Droll's banner, if you didn't pay attention to the anniversary, Droll's banner, where is it? Green Droll, here. His banner had all the seasonal characters featured, which was really interesting. And they might just make a banner of all 6 featured. Now, if they are featured, should just summon. It's a really interesting thing. All these seasonal characters comes with costumes that will increase your gameplay experience, I guess, by a little bit. DMLE comes with a costume that if you complete boss stage, you're guaranteed to get Crimson. Elizabeth comes with a costume that if you complete a boss stage, you get guaranteed Red Demon. And Jericho, you get guaranteed Grey Demon. And these 3 these 3 ladies, they come with costumes that increase the drop of the upgrade for the costumes, right? If you beat Hell Raids. Like these are much more interesting than. Now they're all interesting. This is so messed up to drop like right after what's it called? Right after the Lost Vein banner, because lots of people haven't even like finished summoning, right? By the way, none of these characters are specifically good except Elaine, and she's only good like she's very specific. Greedy O'Malley, if you want to see any showcases I have made of him, he is a very fun and really interesting and cool unit. Like, honestly, he's one of the coolest units in the game. If you kill someone, you get their ultimate gauge. This is like the coolest passive ever. In practice, though, it's not so good. I mean, for PvP, PvE, he has some fun. I love using him on PvE whenever I can. And the only issue, honestly, my biggest issue with him is this card right here. This card sucks. It's infect. I love the card art, but this card sucks. It's infect. Like, it really sucks. This card's neat though. Sealing ultimate gauge is pretty nice, but the infect sucks. So if only he had something else instead of infect, he would have been so much better. Yeah, the passive is really neat, right? And for the other characters, Elizabeth just got recently actually buffed on JP on the last patch. But increase allies recovery rate by 10%, the ally is healed by the hero. Recovery rate, you might not care. It does help healing, but it's not like noticeable in gameplay. Her card is... Oh, her card is actually different. They might release her already buffed, so let me... They might release her already buffed, but... Before the buff, she would only heal one ally in every card, by the way. So inflicts damage 130 to all enemies, heals HP of lowest HP ally by 80% of damage dealt, 200 heals every ally by 30, 200 heals every ally by 40. Before the buff, this was all single heal cards, all of them. But this was like 30% single heal, 40, 50 I think, something like that. And then her blue card removes buffs from allies, removes buffs, increases defense related stats by 50%, which is pretty neat. Removes buffs, grants debuff immunity for 3 turns, and increases defense related stats by 50%. In practice, this unit is not that good. Like this card right here, maybe after the buff is much better, but it never was really good. I might super awaken her and try her out though. But yeah, nothing really good to really begin with. Jericho's a really interesting unit as well. Not good, but interesting. Increases the crit chance of allies by 5% if allies crit when using skills. It's really interesting, but you get really disappointed when your allies just don't crit. Because I don't think she counts. So you're using like blue Zelges and like he doesn't crit, so. Explode, it's okay. Explode's okay. Reduces HP related stats, which is okay. She's nice. She's nothing special. But no, she's pretty neat. Sorry, I should take a quick break. I don't know where I was, but you know, the Jericho's open here, so Jericho, she's alright. I mean, nothing really special. Honestly, for these 3 characters, the best thing about them is their costume. That makes you like choose what raid you want to, you know, play. Oh, the other character, man. If they release this big batch, like these characters did not come back until the anniversary. What's the name of the other 2? Zaneri and Jessica? I don't know. Man, it's been a while since I watched the show. It's been such a long time. And I don't remember them at the end of the manga. Jenna. Alright. Elaine, she's interesting because she increases Stealth related stats buffs by 1.5 times for allies in deathmatch. So Darriere goes brrrr if you have her in the back. That's really it. Yeah, that's really it. Zaneri, she's alright. She really doesn't have anything really to yeah, she doesn't really have much about her. I mean, disable ultimate move, it's the same card as a Green DM melee, right? His hero's ultimate gauge by 1 and removes debuffs from allies. It's alright. And then Jenna, she's really good for redeeming, like hell. So you can use her in the front if you want. Cancel stances, right? That's it. That's it. It's just an interesting passive. This unit can receive 1 debuff. When the unit has a debuff, increase attacks by 20%. That's interesting, but nah. So if you're going for these characters, it's only for the costume. And I mean, if you're pay to play, of course, some for these characters is worth. If you're pay to play. But man, Lost Veins just released. Are they really gonna release these characters right now? That's kind of a slap in the face because, like, I'm not saying they're must summon, but they were much more spread, right? So when the New Year's characters came out, go up. It was with Red Escanor. The New Year's characters released with Red Escanor after Elat, Nunchuk, Bond, Diane, Gloxinia, Blue Merlin, Deldry, like no one summoned for these characters. And then we had Red Escanor. I had over 1,000 free-to-play gems when Red Escanor came out. Red Escanor, Green DML, Elizabeth, and Jericho released together. And then, you know, Red King released, that's in Esterosa. This banner was much worse, right? In terms of the cost by the time you released, right? Because then it was right after Esterosa. I personally had like no gems for this banner. I like scrapped. I remember at the time I wasn't really well, right? I remember I got so upset because it took me over 300 gems to pull. I think it was Zenari. I don't know. It was either Gen or Zenari. These days, man, it took me 1.6k gems to pull Ludocia, and I kept summoning. Those were the sweeter times. Anyways, yeah, man, the New Year's characters, like, you see what I'm talking, right? Like, no one summoned for these banners. No one, because they all sucked. They also, Melascul and Fat King, shut up. I mean, Valencia, I guess people summoned, but like, and then Red Escanor came out. Like, such a better time to summon, right, than now. Like, right after Lost Vein, then you're gonna give me Green DML, which is super cool. Kind of a, you know, annoying move. But honestly, if you want to have them for the exclusivity, they only came out once. I'm sorry, they only came back once. So that'll be very exclusive. That's it. That's the info. If you do summon, good luck. Maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks. Who knows?